Before an actor goes on stage, he asks himself, where have I come from and where am I going? And just as we play many roles in life and perhaps need to ask of our character or our role at a particular time, where have I come from? Where am I going? These transitions are so much more seamless and calm if we just pause and take a moment and just sit. Welcome, my name is Natalie. In a comfortable seat, maybe on a block, or buttocks resting on the floor, take your hands to your knees. Take 3 breaths in and let it go. Breath in and exhale. Inhale. And then setting yourself an intention for your practice. Palms pressed together at your heart center. Opening your eyes, letting the hands return to your knees. We're pressing out from side to side, stretching the lateral part of the torso from the hip, along the ribs, maybe all the way to the armpits. And as you go from side to side, press down the opposing knee. Let's do one more, each side. And then this time we'll hold it. So pressing down your knee, leaning to the side. Feeling that stretch, probably in your lower back, quadratus lumborum. Inhale back to the center, exhale, changing. Inhale, recenter your torso. Exhale, relax your shoulders. Breathe your arms in, up above your head. Exhale, twist to your right side. Left hand on your right knee and the right hand behind you, looking over your back shoulder. So because I'm sitting on a block, I've actually got another block, a second block behind me, so that I can reach the floor. If you're not sitting on a block, then you probably can just reach the floor comfortably. Keep this twist, keep this upward lift of your spine, torso lengthening, and then raise your right arm up in the air, and then lean on a diagonal to your left corner. Three more breaths. Looking underneath your right armpit, up towards the ceiling or the sky. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, recenter your body. Breathe in, arms up. Breathe out, twist to your left. Right hand on your left knee, left hand on the floor or block behind you, looking over your left shoulder. Twisting out your whole spine, which also means that you're going to be twisting and stimulating your organs just by the virtue of the fact that you're twisting the torso. Perfect for stimulating your digestive system, your elimination system. Let's raise the left arm up, keep the twist. Left arm up, elongate the left side of the body, reaching forward to the right corner on that diagonal. And then can you soften a little bit into this pose? Left arm descending closer to the floor. Connecting with the sound of your breathing. Inhale up, exhale, untwist, moving any props out of the way, and you can either just place them to the top of the mat or behind you. Hands shoulder distance apart at the top of the mat. Buttocks over the knees, tuck your toes under, arch your back, lift your chest, look forward. Stay there for the exhalation. Breathe in again. Breathe out, round your back, a really slow cat and cow, chin to chest. Hold that, breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, arch, look up. Exhale, round the back, tailbone under, chin to chest. Press the floor away. Inhale, look up. Exhale, arch. Lift your right leg up, so come up into a neutral spine, neither arching or rounding. We've still got those toes tucked under. We're having a little toe stretch. Take your right knee to your head, 1. And then lift the right leg up. Take your right leg out to the right, lift it high, lift the foot high. See if you can have it up high as your hips, and then placing your foot on the floor. Raise your left arm up in the air. So straight away, as you twist to the left side, you're going to feel this stretch through the right inner thigh. Take your left hand, thread it in the space between your right hand and knee. Reach somewhere along your right leg, maybe your ankle. Bring your head down to the floor. So you're in a pretty big twist here. If you're not holding onto your ankle or your leg, no problem, just rest the arm on the floor. Right hand can stay on your mat, pressing down, or if you like, raise the right arm up and then turn your thumb around, wrap your arm around your back, and you can hook that left hand onto the left thigh, just near the crease. Exiting the pose the way we came in, right arm up, palm down, untwist, left arm up, and hands down. Come back to kneeling, toes tucked under, straighten your legs, down dog. 5 breaths, spread the fingers. Small knee bend, but trying to earth your heels. Feel the length of your neck as your head's just dangling, not holding or supporting your head. Feel like you're moving your arms and hands away from your shoulders, lifting up away from the floor. One last breath here. Gently lower the knees to the floor. Inhale, arch the back, look up. Exhale, round your spine. Lift your left leg. Bring your knee into your forehead. Lift the left leg, keep it straight. We're aiming for the foot to be as high as the buttocks. Take your leg out to the left. How's your right arm? Are you keeping that straight? Keep it straight, engaging your core. Lift the foot and then place it on the ground. It's in line with your right knee. Inhale, we're going to raise the right arm up. Exhale, this big twist to the right side of your space will activate the stretch through the inside of that left leg or your adductor muscles. Eye gaze turning towards your right thumb. Now we're going to thread the right arm through. Reaching your right hand maybe for your ankle. Left hand could stay on the floor, or raise the left arm up. Wrap it around your back. Maybe the hand is binding on the top of the thigh near the right hip crease. So we're stretching through the shoulders, the back, the neck, perhaps the inner thigh. Exit the way you came in, so raise the left arm up and then place it onto your mat. Untwist, raise your right arm up and then bring that palm to the top of the mat, knees together, tuck your toes under, down dog. Feet separated. Inhaling and exhaling. Walk your feet to the top of the mat. Feet hip distance apart. Grab hold of your big toes, straighten your arms. You can bend your knees a little if you like. Lift your chest, look forward, and then exhale, bend your arms out wide. As you pull on those toes, feel some release through your spine. You're creating traction, length and space between each vertebrae. And then only if you wish, start to straighten your right leg and bend your left leg. So deep hamstring stretch for the right side. And then we'll change. Bend the right leg a little. Start to straighten your left leg. Perhaps you're also feeling this in your lower back. In a good way though. Come back to both arms straight, lift your chest. Legs are even. Exhale, take your hands to your waist. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, relaxing your shoulders, rolling them back and down. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, reaching the arms up, look at your thumbs. Breathe out, hands to the floor. Inhale, lift your chest halfway, look forward, look out to the distance. Hands down, step your right leg back into a low lunge and put your right knee on the floor. We're going to hold it here. Stretching the right hip flexor. Let's untuck the right toes. Turn your right leg, so come out of the lunge a little bit, turn your right leg out to the left. And then take your left elbow to your thigh, reach the right arm up and over. So it's a variation of Parsvakonasana, this extended side angle stretch. Inhale, come up. Exhale, take your right hand to the back of your mat and straighten your left leg. So that left toe is in line with your right knee. Reach the left arm up and then keep reaching it to the back of your space, over your left ear. Stretching from left hip all along the lateral side of your body to the armpit. And then look down now where your right hand is. Place your left hand there and bring your knees together. Tuck your toes under, down dog. Inhale, plank, move the shoulders forward over your palms. Breathing out, bending your elbows. Inhale, arch the body, up dog. Breathing out, down dog. Step your right foot between your hands. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, left knee on the floor. So we're in a nice big lunge, opening up this left hip flexor. Let's release the left toes, untuck them. Inhale, lift your chest. Take your left leg over to the right side of your mat. Right elbow on your thigh, go back into your lunge. Reach your left arm up and over. Keep it close to your ear. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, left hand now back to the top of the mat and straighten your right leg. Reach the right arm up and then hug that arm close to your right ear. Turn your head to look upwards, stretching out through the right leg. Keep pushing the hips forward. Last breath. Look at the top of the mat, hands down, knees together. Let's separate the feet, go into down dog. Walk your feet forward to the top of the mat. So we've had a little play around there with direction. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. So we're going to move through a mandala yoga sequence. We're going to flow from one pose to the next, using fairly simple poses, but with a directional change. Inhale, firm the front of your legs, reach your arms up. Exhale, hollow out through the belly, hinge at the hips, palms to the floor on the outside of your feet. And then tuck the chin in, try and bring your head close to your knees or shins. Inhale, lift your spine, arch, lift up. So this is still our warm-up. Hands down, let's step or jump back to plank. Bend your arms, lower the chest. Inhale, scoop forward, up dog. Exhaling, down dog. Lift the right leg straight up out the back. And then keep the hips squared for the moment so you can feel that beautiful stretch through the left calf. Lift the right leg a little higher, still keeping the hips squared. Feel the stretch in the left hamstring. So what I mean by squared is if you can picture your hip bones with a light and both sides, left and right, are facing downwards with your light. So if I open the hip, look at my right hip, that's opening, kneecap opening over to the right, or close, kneecap drawing down to the floor. Step your right foot between your hands. Inhale, come up to warrior two. Staring down your right middle finger, arms parallel to the floor. Holding, breathing, pulling these left ribs back. Calm center. Start to straighten your right leg and turn those right toes in. Turn your left toes out and take this as a side lunge. Bend the left leg. Take your elbows on the inside of your left leg and your right kneecap's facing up to the ceiling. Use your left elbow to push your knee out to the side. Take a quarter turn to the left, walk your hands around, so you're at the back of the mat now, framing your left foot. Lift your left leg high up in the air, and then exhale, hold there. So square the hips, roll that left hip joint down so the kneecaps facing the floor, push the right heel to the mat. Step your left foot between your hands. Warrior two, bend the left leg, arms parallel to the ground. Turn the left palm up, slide your right hand down your right leg, reach the left arm up, arch back. So the lower part of your body is bending and grounding, upper part of the body is moving in the opposite direction. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, hands down to the floor, step back to your plank, breathe in. Breathe out, bend your arms. Inhale, arch the body, up dog. Exhaling, down dog. We'll do the same thing. Lift the right leg high up in the air, but this time we're going to bend the leg and open the hip. Step your right foot between your hands, warrior two. Moving slowly, mindfully, place it there. Left heel on the floor, windmill your arms up, warrior two. Staring down your right middle finger. Take another breath. Straighten your right leg and turn those right toes in, your left toes out. Side lunge, Skandasana. And then turn your right knee up to the ceiling. A quarter turn to the left. One hand on either side of your left foot. Lift your left leg high up in the air. This time we'll bend the leg, opening the hip. Step your left foot back to the top of the mat, moving slowly. Right foot on the floor. Open your arms up, warrior two. Keep the left knee bent. Turn the left palm up. Slide your right hand down your right leg. Arch back into your sun, warrior. Inhale, back to warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel the hands to the top of the mat. Breathe in, back to plank. Breathe out, slowly bending your arms, hovering the chest off the floor. Move forward, scooping to up dog. Exhale, down dog. Stay here, 3 breaths. 1. Keep breathing. So what we've done is the same sequence of movements twice on the right hand side, so to speak. We're going to repeat that, but starting first with the left hand side. So when you're ready, raise the left leg up in the air and we'll keep the hips squared off. Roll the left hip down. Push the right heel to your mat. Feel the bite, that beautiful stretch on the right calf and hamstring. All right, we're going to look forward at your hands and lunge your left foot. Go slowly. Place your foot between your hands. Right heel on the floor. Inhale, come up to your warrior two. Exhale, staring over the left middle finger. So you're turning your head, you're having a neck stretch. Left knee pushing back, right ribs pulling back to the right. Start to straighten your left leg and turn your left toes in. Turn your right toes out and then bend the right leg. Side lunge. Use your right elbow on the inside to help push your right knee out and then turn your left knee and toes up. And you can either have your hands on the floor or palms together. Ideally, your right heel is on the floor. A quarter turn to the right, so look at the back of the mat. Walk your hands to the back until one hand is on either side of your right foot. Low lunge. Lift your right leg high up in the air. Keep the hips squared off. Rolling that right hip down. Moving the hands away from your shoulders. Step your right foot between your hands. Warrior two. So your right heel is on the floor. Your left heel is on the floor. Bend the right leg, straighten the left. Look over your right fingers. Turn the right palm up. Keep that bent knee in the right leg. Reach your torso back. Left hand down the straight left leg. Come back to your warrior two. Cartwheel your hands to either side of your right foot. Lift the right leg up And then go back into your plank. Breathe in, move the shoulders forward. Breathe out, bend your arms. Inhale, arch, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Repeat that on the left-hand side. Inhale, left leg high. This time we're gonna bend the leg. Exhale there. Step your left foot between your hands. Come up to warrior two. Arms parallel to the floor. Looking over your middle left finger. Straighten your left leg. Turn those left toes in. Turn the right toes out. Side lunge. Bend the right leg. Squat down, hands to the floor. Take a quarter turn to the right. So you're back to the top of the mat. One hand on either side of your right foot. Lift the right leg high. Bend the right leg. Step the right foot between your hands. Keep the right leg bent. Warrior two. Arms parallel to the floor. Turn the right palm up. Keep bending the right leg and straightening your left leg. Arch your body back. Reach the right arm over your head. Left hand down towards your calf. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, hands down. Step back to plank. Breathe in. Breathe out, bending your arms. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, kneeling. Child's pose. Breathing in. Breathing out. Just stay there, keeping your head on the floor. We're really working slowly today. Feeling everything, observing everything with the body. Enhancing that mind-body connection through the awareness on our breath. Through the moving of our body, through this sequence of poses. Inhale, look up. Exhale, sitting up on your heels. So if you've got a yoga block or maybe a big fat book you could use, like a dictionary, grab that and place that towards the top of your mat. One elbow at a time. We'll rest on the block. And then let your head drop through. Bring the other elbow onto the block. You can do this without the block. And indeed, if you find that your head is not on the floor and instead it's on the block, then just lose the block. You don't need it. And you can do this with elbows on the floor. So my buttocks is up, probably over my knees. Shoulders and triceps are being stretched. Palms together. Thumbs at the base of your neck. So these blocks are quite skinny. If you've got a fat block, or you'd like to have, so if you've got a taller block, it's going to increase the stretch. Or if you've got little skinny ones like this, putting 2 blocks, and you can try the same thing. Or if you find that the width of your body doesn't allow your elbows to be that close, or maybe just not as flexible there yet, you can place the blocks side by side and then let your head go through. Let's stay for another 5 breaths. Four. Melt your chest to the ground. 3. So while this is deep, it's still a passive stretch. It's gravity that's nudging you into position. 2. And 1. Let's take one elbow off. Lift your head, take the other elbow off, and we'll move the blocks to the side. And then come back into down dog, hands underneath your shoulders. Walk your feet all the way to the top of the mat or jump. Hands to shins, look forward. Exhale, hands to the floor, folding in half. Inhale, rise, reach your arms all the way up above your head. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, reach up. Exhale, bend at the hips. Uttanasana, palms to the floor, outside of your toes. Bring your nose to your knees. Inhale, arch the back, lift your chest. Either fingers are on the floor or hands to shins so that you can look out to your distance. Hands down, either jump or step back to your plank. Bend your arms, lower your chest. Inhale, scooping to up dog, arching. Exhale, down dog. Staying here, inhaling. And exhaling. We're going to move through that sequence a little quicker. Just feel the flow. Enjoy how nice it is to move. Let's start with the right leg. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Let's bend the leg, open the hip. Step the right foot between your hands. Come up to warrior two. Exhale. Straighten your right leg. Turn the toes to the left. Side lunge. Bend the left leg. Hands at the back of your mat now. Turn around to the left. Lift your left leg high up in the air. Bend the left leg, open your hip. Left foot between your hands, warrior two with the left leg bent. Arms up, turn the left palm up. Keep bending through the left leg. Sun warrior, reach back. Inhale, back to your warrior two. Cartwheel your hands on either side of your left foot. Lift the left leg up in the air. And then you go back to your down dog. Inhale, plank. Breathe out, bend your arms. Inhale, arch the body, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right leg, lift the right leg up. Bend it, step the right foot between your hands. Warrior two, open the arms up, parallel to the floor. Turn all the toes to the left. Side lunge, bend the left leg. A quarter turn to the left, frame your left foot. Reach the left leg high up in the air. Bend the left leg. Step your left foot between your hands. Warrior two here. Sun warrior, right hand down your straight leg. Left arm lifting up and over. Cartwheel your hands to the top of the mat. We'll go straight back into plank. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lower your chest, your nipples between your thumbs. Inhale, up dog. Exhaling, down dog. Inhaling. And exhaling. Left side, left leg, lift it up and bend the leg. Left foot between your hands, warrior two. Keep that left leg bent, right leg straight, staring over your middle left finger. Straighten your legs, turn your toes to the right. Side lunge, bend the right leg. Hands to the floor, quarter turn to the right, you're at the back of the mat. Lift your right leg high up in the air, bend the leg, open your hip. Exhale. Right foot to the top of the mat. Keep the right knee bent, warrior two. Open the arms up, windmill them open. Slide the left arm down, your left leg, reach the right arm up and over. Inhale up to warrior two. Exhale, hands frame the front foot. Sweep the right leg high and bend your leg. And then move back into down dog. Inhale, plank. Breathe out, bend your arms, body is in one straight line. Inhale, arch, up dog. Breathing out, down dog. Left leg lifted high. Bend it. Lunge it forward, warrior two. Keep the left leg bent. Arms parallel to the ground. Turn the left toes in. Turn the right toes out, side lunge. Quarter turn to the right. Your hands are now at the top of the mat. Turn those right toes around. Right leg high up in the air. Bend the leg. Right foot, step it between your hands. Warrior two. Bend the right leg. Turn the right palm up, slide the left hand down your left leg. Inhale back to warrior two. Exhale, hands frame the front foot. Just step back to plank. This is the last chaturanga. Lower your chest. Inhale, arch the body. Exhale, kneeling. Cross your ankles. Sitting on your buttocks. With your legs out in front. Breathing in. Breathing out. So shimmy your buttocks forward, bring your palms to the floor with your fingers facing your toes, and then move your buttocks right towards your heels. Bend your elbows a lot, and then draw your shoulder blades towards each other. So they're drawing in. We're stretching through your anterior deltoid, so think of this front part of your shoulder. We're going to lift the hips up. Lift the hips up. Lift the hips as high as the knees. And then if you just shift your weight a little bit towards your heels, you feel that stretch, that little bite in the bicep. And you can move back. Just find that optimal point where you feel the best stretch. Maybe you need to move the feet away. And then lowering down. Both legs straight out in front, scooping the buttocks out of the way, just moving the flesh out of the way. Flex your feet, inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, reaching forward for your feet. If those feet seem a little further away today, maybe you want to use your yoga strap and then loop that over your feet. We're going to hold this for a little longer, and then don't worry about what's happening around you. Just be focused intently on the sensation of the stretch at the backs of the legs and your actual back. Paschimottanasana, intense whole back of body stretch. So the whole back of the body, not just the back, but the hamstrings. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bend your right leg, bring it with you. Cross your ankle on top of your thigh, just above your knee. And then flex your foot, encourage your right knee down, descending. And then once more, long spine, reaching forward, reaching for that right foot. Every day is different. So honoring that, you might be feeling more flexible today or more stiff. Particularly feeling a stretch here through this lower back, that outside of the right hip. Reach your right arm more on a diagonal to your left foot. And then flex both feet. Keep breathing, keep reaching, so that you'll find after you've gone past your 5 breaths, something else happens. There's like a deeper relaxation. You drop down into that space where the muscles are surrendering, the tendons and ligaments are releasing. Everything in life is usually about rushing from one thing to the next, trying to cram so much in. But our yoga practice today is providing the opportunity to slow down. Just sit with what is. Inhale, look up. Exhale, release from that. Lift your right knee up and cross your foot on the outside of your left leg. And then if you feel like you're slouching, lift your chest. Look over your right shoulder, twisting. The water looks very calm here today, and it is quite idyllic. But there have been so many noises, so many birds battling for our attention. And now on the breeze, I can hear trumpet music playing. Which makes me smile because that's my son practicing without being asked. Let's look to the front and release. A little derotation to the left. Come back to the center. Now, with your foot, that right foot, pull it back. So pulling your foot back, knees are stacked on top of each other, and then folding forward, reaching maybe for your foot. You could also loop the strap here. Use the weight of your chest to press the thighs down. And if you feel like you're moving your head to the knee, I encourage you to elongate your body. Feel this lengthening. Imagine I was there with you and I was pulling your arms gently but firmly, extending you, and then your chin eventually over your knee. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release. Lean back and bend your left leg. And then cross your foot over your knee. So that's the best way to show you, like this. So your legs are like this. Flex the right ankle. Push your right knee away and then lift your hips. Lift your hips. So you're dropping that knee down and out. Lift the hips. Some interesting things happening at the right hip joint. All right, release, lower down. So you've got a couple of options here. You could just lie down on your back and reach the right hand between your legs and pull in your left thigh. So nice big stretch for your right glute. So that would be like that. Or double pigeon. If you're looking for something that's more intense, stretching the right glute, then you'll stack your ankle bone on the right on top of your left knee, and then your right knee on top of the left ankle bone, and then reach forward, bringing your head towards the floor. So often your yoga teachers tell you an instruction which seems seemingly impossible. Just because someone says put your head on the floor or bring your foot behind your head doesn't mean that you have to be doing that. And if you're not, you're failing. It just means it's an intention, you're moving towards that. So assisting yourself with things like blocks. If it feels really tight in the hips, to reach to the floor. So sometimes our props, like our blocks and straps, can be like training wheels when we're beginning. But they can also assist us when we're moving to the next level, advancing a pose. But sometimes you just need some assistance, some nurturing. This would be a great place to have a bolster or a pillow, just so that you can make this pose really comfortable. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lean back, uncross your legs, give them a little shake out, a little shake down. Coming back to these flexed feet, long spine. Let's reach the arms up in the air, maybe with your strap. Exhale, reach forward. Once more, like I were, pulling your arms, assisting you, moving your whole torso forward. Once you've gone forward with as much length as possible, then wherever your hands lie, maybe with the strap looped around your feet, maybe your hands are here, and then relax, fold. Inhale, look up. Exhale, release. Bend the left leg, cross your ankle just above your knee on your right thigh and flex your foot, encouraging that left knee down and then long spine. Exhale, reach forward, take another breath in before you go all the way down, and then folding, intending to reach your left arm over towards your foot. That way you'll get deeper into the lower back. If you feel like you need support, this could be a place where you've got blocks underneath your knee. And that's the beautiful thing about practicing by yourself in your home, is that you have so many more resources around you, pillows and bits of furniture and books, straps, blankets, towels, so you can really make it your own. And the other thing is you have the luxury of time. You go at your own pace. You're not feeling compelled to compete. You know, there's no pressure of a performance. Keep flexing both feet, the left foot as well as the right. So what's happening here is, yes, right hamstring's being stretched, left buttocks is being stretched. If you've got the ankle flexion, then you're getting into the calf of the right leg. Drop down and breathe. Last 3 breaths. On your inhalation, look up. Exhale, release the hands. We're going to bring that left knee up so the foot's on the floor, crossed on the outside of the right thigh. Sit up tall, twist to your left. Wrap your right arm around your left thigh. Left hand in the center of your mat. Twist from your waist. Turn your neck, and then some activity in those legs, either pointing or flexing the right foot. Inhale, look to the front. Exhale, release, a little D-rotation. Recenter your chest to the front and then pull your left foot back. Knees are stacked on top of each other, reaching up. Exhale, reaching forward. One more breath, reach forward. And then folding, moving your chin over your knee. The weight of your torso is definitely increasing this stretch through the right hamstring. So is pulling on your foot if you've got that happening. Can't reach your foot, remember the handy strap. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release. So we're going to lean back and bend your right leg. Now the ankle of the left foot's crossed over the right knee. So legs are like this. Lift your hips, lift up. And your fingers can be turned away. Push the left knee down, lift the hips, hold and breathe. And release. Yogi's choice. You can lie down on your back. You're here for quite a while, at least 10 breaths, stretching that left glute. Or if you're with me, sitting up, shins stacked on top of each other. It's kind of like making a box shape with your legs. Flex both feet, putting whatever you need to in front to assist you to get you comfortable. Maybe some blocks, maybe a pillow. Folding forward. What can you find when you're unhurried, when you're alone with your thoughts? Inhale, coming up. Exhale, lean back, give your legs a little shake out. All right, soles of the feet together. Take your knees wide, Baddha Konasana. You can either have your feet out a little bit further in front so the diamond is quite large, or bring your feet in close. So if you have them further away, it's going to be a little bit more relaxing. You can drape your body down to the floor and hook your arms underneath and let your head rest on your feet. Again, if the feet feel like they're a little bit too far away, maybe put something there. And in each instance, every time you practice yoga, you heighten your kinesthetic intelligence. You heighten your ability to listen to your body, to figure out, oh, what do I need today? How can I modify this pose in this moment so that it will be healthful to me, that it will support me? Let's hold and breathe for 5 more breaths. Inhale, look up. Exhale, release. Come into a cross-legged position, like that, and then lie down. So we're looking at external rotation of the hip joint. Let's bring your thighs closer in towards each other, so they're less on an oblique angle. Lift up your right foot and place it on the inside or the top of that left knee. If you're not feeling too much here, you could come into lotus pose. But for the rest of us, just placing the foot on top, or even just having the foot off, you're experiencing that external rotation at the left hip joint. Breathe and hold. Think of the poses as unblocking energy channels in the body. So perhaps there's some resistance to begin, but through the assistance of the breath, by going slowly, you're letting your body know that it's okay, it's safe to release, it's safe to surrender. Body opening in its own time, just as a flower will not bloom before it's ready, nor will your body. And if you do try to rush it, that's when you can experience injuries. So left knee is drawing down and out to the floor, to the left and down. Right knee also, but not quite so much. Let's take one more breath. And release. Hug your knees into your chest. And then let both legs go out in front. Preparing for the other side. And if you'd prefer to come up to sitting to get into that again, go for it. Or you don't have to, you can just change legs while you're lying down. So crossing the legs, this time you've got your left ankle over your right knee. So it's just like double pigeon, but you're lying down. Or if you want more intensity for the hips, come into full lotus pose. Cute little birds going by. So sometimes when we get into a stretchy kind of pose, as opposed to a strength pose, so like this, where we're being a little more passive, we're just using the gravity to make it happen. At first, it might not feel like much. The body's got its set level of tension to hold all the muscles and joints and the bones together. But as you relax and soften, you might be like, ooh, I can feel that now. Now it's getting more into a nerve stretch, or you feel the tendons. But you're feeling it in a different way that you wouldn't experience if you're just rushing from one to the next. Right knee descending to the floor, left knee moving down and out to the left. Breathing. And then releasing. Ooh, let's have both legs out in front, finding a neutral spine. Palms facing up, a little shavasana, but not quite the end yet. Okay, when you're ready, draw your knees in, they're bent. Cross your left thigh over your right leg, and then take your knees over to the right side. So that left leg is going to weight the twist. Knees over to the right. Don't worry if your left shoulder comes off the floor. And then turning your head back to the left. So it's August, it's still winter. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm really surprised at how warm it is. It's been a long time since I've been down here on the jetty, and I guess the only reason why I'm down here is because I'm in an enforced lockdown. I can't go anywhere. I can't go and do yoga in the park. My house is very crowded and a bit noisy because everyone's stuck at home. And so I guess this is the beautiful gift. Every trial, every problem has a gift for you in it, if you look for it. So what's something difficult that you're going through now that actually has some kind of reward that perhaps has been hidden from you until you purposefully look for it? Untwist. Uncross your legs, bring them both into your chest. And then reset, feet to the floor. Cross the right thigh over the left leg. Take both knees to the left. Right shoulder will probably come off the floor, especially if you're bringing the knees to the mat. That's okay. And then turn your head back to the right. Allow for this great unwinding to occur. I feel like that we're these tightly coiled springs, that we're wound up like an old-fashioned clock. A wind-up clock. We're wound, and we never fully release. Rushing from one work engagement, one meeting to the next. Sporting commitments, social commitments, family responsibilities. And now you've got the time to unwind. Think of that word, unwind. You don't have to be completely uncoiled, but maybe a little less tightly so. 2 more breaths. Untwist, come back to the center, uncross your legs. Back might be a little sensitive here, just be neutral. Bring the knees in, let's take them out wide and straighten your legs. Option here. You can either stay like that with the legs wide, maybe you want to come into your Shavasana as soon as possible, which, what a great idea, do that. Or if you feel like you could benefit from some shoulder stand time, let's take the toes overhead to plow. Now make sure you don't turn your head here. So if you're not sure what you're doing, sit up out of the pose, watch the video for the instructions, and then go in. So we can lift one leg at a time. The closer together you bring your elbows, then the higher up your back you can walk your hands and turn the fingers upwards to the sky or ceiling. And then maybe you're like me with your feet are a little bit over towards your head, or as you start to get stronger, your legs straighten and they're straight over your buttocks. Breathing, close your eyes. Yogi's choice, stay there for a little longer, or bending the legs, slowly exit the pose. Lying on your back, or a little fish pose to open up the throat. Remember, we're opening up energy. Removing blockages. And then coming into a rest, lying on your back. As you lie here breathing, I want you to picture the space in the middle of your chest where your heart is. In fact, you could take your right hand and place it on your heart. And then take your left hand and place that on top as well. So as you breathe, I want you to picture this green-colored chakra and feel it burning brightly just around your heart. And so now you're focused on that area. You can keep the hands there, or if it's more comfortable, hands by your side. Each breath in, feel this green energy, this spinning wheel of light growing bigger and brighter and all-encompassing. And then see it moving around your whole body. Whole body lit up, vibrant green. And this energy of love is powerful And if there's something that you want to attract into your life right now, or perhaps somebody that you'd like to send your love to, someone that you think needs some love, some healing, hold the image clearly in your mind of the outcome that you would like to manifest. See it working out harmoniously. Manifesting your heart's desire. Letting go of your attachment to this image, just send it out there. Your intention's set, your vision is clear, let it go. Perhaps you'll see it like a green bubble that you've just set off. Let it outside. If you're inside, see it float outside the window, float up to the sky. Allowing this pure heart's desire to manifest in totally harmonious ways. If you're ready to come out of your Shavasana, make your way up to sitting. Pressing your palms together. Namaste. Thank you.